Why did you choose the Moons as the name for your band?
Because it was a band name I thought about all my life. I just thought when I was a kid, I thought it'd be a really cool name to call. It'd be great to call the band the Moons because of the moon. It's just so obvious in the skies. Everybody has seen the moon. Everybody says the moon. I mean, everybody sees it most nights. It's the most common thing we have, you know. So that was it. And then one day I was looking for a band name when I was starting the Moons. I was watching a documentary on telly about some comedians in England called the Goons, Spike Milligan and all that. And then because of the two O's, I was like, oh, the Moons.
So you remember?
Yeah, that's all. It just sparked my memory. It's not the best name in the world, but
it's nice.
simple.
Yeah.
I think there was. I found out there was a band in the 1960s called the Moons. Quite cool, actually.
Film soundtrack, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was a film soundtrack. Strange.
Ah, okay. You have recorded 3 albums so far, and the 4th is ready to come out. Would you give us some preview? For example, how would it sound? Or
Ben, how would it sound?
Tulip.
Like a blossom, a tulip.
a chili tulip in blossom.
Flesh tulip.
Which color?
Red or purple spots.
So how does it sound? What do you say the new album is? We haven't totally finished yet.
It's still like taking shape, isn't it, and coming together. I mean, maybe it needs 1 or 2 more songs. I don't know.
But the sound though is like it's not a million miles away from what we've done before, because we try and always make a conscious decision. Well, it's not even a conscious decision. We make sure that our songwriting is always the top level. You know, it has to be the best songwriting. So that comes first. We're not one of these bands who write, you know.
So if it means waiting an extra year to bring the album,
Yeah, it has to be right. We have to be ready. We don't make music to be cool. We make songs which are great, you know.
And the style of the song and the lyrics determines
our sound.
What instruments you will use for that song, give it its own sound. So the song inspires you to put a certain keyboard or a certain drum sound, a certain guitar sound.
If I come up with a song at home on the piano, so I'll be playing it, immediately I'm like, I know this one needs drums, and I can hear like, oh, this needs strings, needs violins. Immediately I've set the scene for that song. You have to leave room for instance, so I'm at the piano at home writing a song, and I'm in my head, I'm like, that's a string section. And then we'll go in the studio and Ben would say, why don't you try that on the Moog synthesizer? And then we're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But usually the songs are laid out, and the new songs anyway, not a million miles away, but they're definitely, I think if anything, we're going a little bit back to our original.
To your first album?
Yeah,
okay.
Like songs like Nightmare Day and Let It Go, which were a bit not strange, but they have a certain feel. There's new songs on the new album that has the same thing, you know.
Without trying to make it sound like that. Certain songs have got that same similar style.
So you discovered yourself doing stuff like first times?
Yeah, I mean,
small things.
Just, small things. That, so if you're a fan of the band, you'd be like, oh, that's kind of like their old stuff.
It's your style. So
there's new stuff though on there as well, which is, I'd say, kind of a step forward, but slightly different. It's a good mixture. We've kind of kept some of Mind Waves, and we've took a few.
Yeah, wow. It will be great, I think. Yeah. And you are close friends to Paul Weller. How did you get to know each other?
Chris?
Yeah.
well, I met Andy, and then Andy met Paul Weller.
That's
that's my link. But Andy and Ben both play in Paul Weller's band, and he's very good to us. Lets us use his studio, things like that. And it's a nice link to have.
We were already in his band when Chris joined. Well, I was. I can't remember if you was.
Yeah, Ben was as
yeah,
well.
You were already in it. Yeah, but I met Paul in my old band. I was in a band in England called the On-Offs.
I know. There's a song on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it's like power pop sort of thing. Kind of like the Jam, a little bit. and we supported Paul Weller. And then I just messaged him one day and said, "Thanks for having us. You know, it was an honour," sort of thing. Yay! and then he just rang me back and said, "You know, brilliant. Just give me a, you know, if you've got any demos." And I sent him a demo, and then
What demo was it?
it was like really rough recordings of like Jennifer, Wondering, English Summer.
The first demos of the Moons.
Yeah, and he called me back, and he said one of them was really lousy, Serve the Sun. And he said he liked it anyway. And then a year or so later, he called me and just said, "I need a keyboard player. What do you reckon? Do you want to try it?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I quit my job. And Ben, how did you join, Ben? How did you meet Paul?
And I've met Paul quite a few times. Was it before you started working with him? No, it was after you started working with him.
Because you come into gigs and stuff, and we record.
Yeah, we recorded a lot in Paul's studio, and I met Paul, and they needed someone to make noises and do some percussion.
He came to the studio. I was already doing a session with Paul, and I said to Ben, "Just come along anyway, just come and sit in." And then Ben ended up playing on a song called The Attic on the Sonic Kicks.
And Paul said, "That's amazing," and they got me in the band.
And so you met
No,
thanks to Paul, like quite sort of.
No, I've known Andy for 20 years.
Sorry.
About 20 years now.
Yeah. We lived in the same area
Wow.
when we were younger, and we used to go out to all the same places in college, and so we saw each other around. But Ben lives in Liverpool, obviously, so he joined later.
I joined at the same time.
Me and Chris joined at the same time.
Same day.
I'm from the same town as these two. I knew of the band and I knew of Andy. We had some mutual friends and stuff. Just got talking in the pub one night about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was a bit drunk and sort of asking what his favourite Beatles album was and stuff. And he texted.
Your song Something Soon features Paul Weller, of course. Have you ever thought about collaborating with other artists?
Yeah, I have.
More for me in the studio, like it'd be nice to have someone else's input when recording certain sounds or a way of production, or go into someone's studio because you like the sound.
For instance, I'd like someone like Graham Coxon from Blur. I'd like someone like him to come along. He's known for his amazing guitar sound. That's a good example of collaborating. Now, as for songwriting, no, I don't want to write with anybody else. I don't think anyone else is I don't really think anyone would. I don't need to. I don't think
Not for the Moons anyway, maybe for something else.
Something for a different project.
Like, for example, the Paul Weller band or the Songbook Collective or other.
The Paul Weller band's just having fun, just killing some time when we're not working with Paul. That's just us making music. That doesn't need
Songbook Collective.
Yeah, the Songbook Collective. It doesn't need anything else because we all write individually, so we don't need
There's
anyone.
already 4 writers collaborate with each other.
Yeah, but for the Moons, I would like to include some other musicians. It doesn't have to be a songwriter. It could be like I don't know. I'd like to have a gospel choir or something, or maybe another artist, a girl singer. I'd like to have her, like a girl sing on one of our songs. I don't know. What do you two think?
A soul singer, like a female soul singer or something like that would be nice. Yeah.
Someone who could bring something different. But we're kind of not at that stage. We just still don't need to. I feel like we've got so much we want to do. I feel like that's a part of life you get to, and then you're like, we've done so many albums, 10 albums. Now it's time to get, Beyonce to come and do some backing.
Yeah. What song are you most proud about?
Ben?
Loads of them.
It's a hard one to answer.
Yeah.
You too?
I like Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
Still working on that, work with Amanda's demo that was done. It's just nice sounds on that, and sort of the drums are a bit sort of different to what we normally do, aren't they?
same, Ben? Mr. Curtis?
I like the Rage and Romance. I like the strings and the bass. There's bits of it which I just think are incredible.
Didn't see that coming.
Incredible music.
Let's get that point.
Yeah, that's cool. That actually hearing that. For me, as writing the songs, it's different. Every song has a different feeling. There's some songs which I think are shit, yeah, and I don't like them. But tomorrow, they're the best song in the world.
Oh, it depends on the day.
It depends on the day, but in general, my favourite songs are always the slow ones we do, like the more beautiful songs like Jennifer, Sits Alone, and On the Moon. All in My Mind. We're listening to the Mind Mates today. What loud one do I like? I don't know.
So, Jennifer, you recorded it in French, I remember.
I tried.
Yeah.
I did try.
I don't know French, so...
I've been told it's not very good.
I'm not going to criticize because I don't speak French at all, so...
I tried to do it in French because I just thought it was quite a nice idea, but I don't know. The problem is, I don't know if I've done a good job. I just sung, I tried to replicate, I got someone to sing it for me, and I tried to do it. I'm probably singing about like burgers and chips, and I don't even know it.
I am proud of on the last album, we recorded it, and we mixed it and produced it, and we done it all ourselves.
Yeah.
Whereas the albums before, we had help from other people, certain songs, but this one, we done, just us. So
that's great.
The most recent thing. I'm always proud of songs and things we've done, but it's not fresh enough in my mind to remember. There's too much to remember. But the production thing was the most recent.
Because we just sat at the mixing desk and literally, took care of it all.
Staring at computers and music in your ears.
So it was quite difficult, I think, to record all by yourself the album, to produce.
We enjoyed it. It was easy. It was nice and relaxed.
No, it's not really difficult. If you know what you're doing, you have to sort of have knowledge of kind of like what you want to do and what you want to sound like. But
I think some bands wouldn't like the sort of late nights and stuff. So they'd like the whole kind of, do your day. And whereas, more you two, you kind of.
But some bands don't know what they want and they need a producer. They go in and they're like, what do we do next? And then the producer will go, take that bit of guitar out, add a keyboard there. But we're all right, we know what to do and we know how to take care of it. Because we use Paul's studio,
we can spend as much time as we want. We can't really, because we want to get it done and we want to get it finished, but we don't have to rush it.
So we're relaxed in there.
We can get it right.
You took your time.
It's so hard to find. I mean, for any band in the early stages, especially for us, when you're starting out, to go in the studio, you pay for your time. You're looking at your watch and you're like, God, I've only got 2 hours left. And then you're ruining your dream because you're worried about how much money. But because Paul helps us out, we have that time, we have more freedom, and we know this place really well. So it really helps.
And which song do you enjoy the most playing live?
Ben Cordelia, what's your favourite live?
It's loads. There's songs where we have a section in the middle where we'll do it different every gig, and I like those parts. Those parts of the set.
Time's Not Forever.
Time's Not Forever, Body Snatcher, On the Moon. Some songs that we don't really play at gigs, I like playing as well. On the Moon.
Something soon on
Society. Oh shit. Forgot about that. We didn't try that in soundcheck. For me, it's more. I think I like sort of punky ones. Like I like sort of like Time's Not Forever or Revolutionary Lovers.
All of them. We like playing.
Yeah, we like playing all of it. For me, the main problem is whether I can sing it well, because my voice. I always make my songs really high for my singing, and then 3 gigs in a row, and I'm like, so I start hating the songs.
I didn't notice it. So you are very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
is there any concert that you remember for being, I don't know, special, weird?
Andy had tickets to see Paul McCartney in Hyde Park, and lucky for me, he couldn't go. So I got the phone call to go and see Paul McCartney. Yeah, when? Now. So I phoned my dad.
Oh my God.
Let's go to Hyde Park, and we saw 3 of my favourite bands and Paul McCartney, and it was raining.
It doesn't matter.
Soaking wet.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
When it rains at a concert, you're like, it doesn't matter.
She meant for the moons.
Yeah, yeah. Concerts, yeah.
Last night was the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life. No, that night actually I didn't have any tickets. I sorted it out for you.
Product tickets.
Yeah, no, it was just that he went. I can sort some tickets out. So I went out of my way for you. Yeah,
it's better than any Moons gig I've ever played.
Every gig's different. That's a real vague answer, but
100 Club.
yeah, we've done like some good like London ones. 100 Club. The last 100 Club we did was really special. There was like electricity in the air, and Northampton actually, when we, in our hometown.
Lower stuff.
Yeah, when we did Northampton, it was a real good one. One of them was, I can't remember the one we were watching.
Some of the European gigs were good.
Yeah, European shows.
Vienna, when you call Book in Vienna, it's really nice vibe there, wasn't it?
What made you think I want to be a musician for the rest of my life?
I'll start. I don't know, just watching my favourite bands, sort of being a teenager, or sort of younger than that really, and kind of thinking that's why. Just to start doing music.
No question about it for me. It's like live or die. Simple. I have to do it.
Okay.
Whether that means releasing music or just playing it in my living room, I have to make music, and I physically feel sick if I can't make it. If I can't play the guitar for a few days, I start to get fidgety and I feel like.
How old were you when you first started playing?
It was quite late. The first guitar I got was, I think I got my first guitar about 10 years old, and I didn't know how to hold it, so I laid it on my lap like that.
Like the Hawaiian, the Hawaiian people play guitar.
I snapped a string immediately, and I was like, oh, this is shit. And I just put it under the bed, and then at 13, no, tell a lie, I've got it about 12, and then at 16, I finished school and I took it out from under the bed, and I was like, right, I put a string on it, learned how to do it, and then I was like, I just started playing properly. So 15, 16, I was, I'm trying to remember. And then as soon as I wrote my first song, that was it. I was like, this is what I need to do, 100%. What about you?
Don't know, just really enjoy doing it, just have fun with three my best friends and get to go around and see different parts of the world.
Anyone in your family musical?
My dad's musical, yeah.
So you have backgrounds.
Yeah.
It's in your blood, and then some people are lucky enough to find out their talent is, and then you go.
Ben's family were musical as well.
So I think we've all had instruments around the house, or we've all kind of been brought up by music fans. And then you find out that I can play the bass, and I'm not bad on the drums, so I'm gonna keep.
You just have to do it. I think it doesn't matter what level. If it's Paul Weller or playing a little bar, it's like you have to go through the hard times. You have to play some really rubbish things and do that. But you always get rewarded some way down the line. You have to do it, and that's the pleasure. And when you have a good show or you make a good song, it's an amazing feeling.
What do you like the most about your job? You answered me that every night change the place you play. I don't know, you just enjoy playing your songs.
We enjoy the song. We enjoy each other's company. We just have such a good laugh when we're together.
It's probably the most important thing.
Yeah, it is.
Just hanging out with the lads.
It'd be really difficult if we didn't like each other and we just do it.
I don't like you.
Because you're friends playing together. You're not just a band of 4 people.
I think there should be a band like that. If there's a band like that, then they're fake. It's not real. I think you should just be mates, and then you make music. Just so happens that they're good.
Yeah.
Could be awful.
If you weren't musicians, what would you be?
An artist, photographer.
Okay.
Photographer, definitely some sort of art. Probably a photographer / artist. Yeah, poet.
I'd work in a printer.
I'd work in a bank.
I'd be homeless.
Be a hairdresser or two. I think we'd all be doing music in some way, realistically, or another.
Yeah, I'd be a producer.
Yes.
I'd have a studio.
I'd be a
Got that back.
millionaire.
Trump. I'd be Donald Trump.